Jocelyn, one time we were going over traffic and we were looking at retention, because I kind of handle getting new people in. She kind of takes over, and she opens the door and says, "Hey, y'all, welcome, come on in."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's like taking care of them. And but she was like, we were looking at it, I'm like, man, if I could do this, I think I could get this many members. And she's like, yeah, but there's 1,000 people here. What if we just got them all to stay one more month? And I was like,
wow, what a powerful question.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, that's incredible. Let's do that. So, and we worked on retention, and we had a program that was like, we were getting about 7-8 good months of retention in before we did other things. We extended that just with a couple little emails. Like Jocelyn added like a couple emails, and then she started collecting birthdays, and she started handwriting birthday cards to our members.
Wow.
And we went from 7 months to 11 months.
Wow.
And like just like a couple quarters. And it was like, when you do little things like that are kind of outside the box, you build that loyalty. And like when you start building loyalty in your membership, crazy things happen. I got this guy, his name's Jeff Twitty. He's up in Ohio. He joined our membership and was able to like quit his job building his own program. He sent me a message one time and said, "Hey, I just want you to know, I know you check in on me if I don't log in and things like that, but bro, don't worry about it. I'm going to pay you for the rest of my life, and I may never log in again, but you don't have to worry about me, man. I'm going to be here for you." You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, that's crazy for somebody to send you an email like that. But it's that next step. Take care of them. Just that little check-in can just blow your revenue up on the other side. You know what I mean?
Well, and you hit a really good point for everybody in the membership world to really understand. And that is that it's exciting and sexy to always think about how to get new people in. But there's actually a ton of profitability in just focusing on how to take care of the people who are already in. And just like you said, it's way easier to extend the lifetime value of that customer than it is, and way more profitable for the business to extend that lifetime value of that existing member than it is to try to get new members in. But that's counterintuitive. It's always like, if we're always thinking about getting new people in, but if you got a leaky bucket, it doesn't matter how many people you get in the front door, they're leaking out. And so you got to plug that bucket, and then everything becomes so much easier.
And the one biggest selling point that I give to people for memberships based on launch to launch, which is what I call that, right? Like is high energy versus steady energy, right? Like launches are very taxing and overwhelming, but if you can get your membership rolling, there is a steady pace to it. Like you've got a nice flow. You're taking care of people. You have future revenue reports where you're like, well, the average member stays 10 months and I'm making this much money. I can see that. But if you have that leaky bucket, you've just put yourself back into the high energy thing because you're working so hard to beat churn.
That's exactly it.
You've defeated the purpose of even having a membership in the first place. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
Exactly it. Yeah. And that just comes back again to looking at those fundamental numbers. Where's the problem in the business? Is the problem in traffic? Is the problem in conversion? Or is the problem in retention? And if you're losing people as quickly as you're getting them in, that's what you focus on. Like, plug that hole, because if you plug that hole, then everything else has an amplified effect. But if you don't plug that hole, all it is just more water that's going to be leaking out of the bucket just faster. You know what I mean?
It's like those guys that sell stuff on the side of the highway. You know what I'm saying? They just sell everything they got. They throw the rest in the ditch, and then they go back to the yard sales to get more, and they come back. You're just doing that. That's all you're doing, man. You got no like recurring revenue.